Ground is extremely hard here, extremely hard there. That's a concrete slab, so we've got to cut this all out, chip it out to get our depth down again. And here's some sort of a drain away system underneath, so we can't get any deeper than what we are now. We're going to maybe make it a little bit wider in the front, because we're supposed to go down to 4 foot there. We can't get it. We're about 2.5, 3 foot now. So what we're going to do is we're rather going to push this more out, make it a little bit wider, give it a bit more of a shape, maybe like that or something. And then what we'll do is just push the shelf a little bit more out, so we get more volume of water inside the pond. We're going to do a nice big water feature that's going to fall down there. I'm still deciding whether to put the filter this side or that side. What they call it in South Africa is called madala. That's the madala, the old man. As mentioned before, no two ponds are the same. Every single pond with different struggles. This was obviously all leftover building materials that was thrown into the lawn and covered with topsoil. There obviously was that drain system to stop the waterlogged grass, which is pretty good. Customer didn't know, but nor did we. So unfortunately 2.5 foot, probably 2.5 foot is the most we could go here. So unfortunately it is what it is. Always on a pond base I use sharp sand, not building sand. I come across so many times where customers who's built their own pond use building sand because it's soft sand. Problem with building sand, it slides and it moves. Whereas sharp sand, it holds its form, it holds its shape. So you use your sharp sand, it's got round edges, stone, nothing sharp in it. It makes a wonderful base and it keeps the ground firm and in position. We always use a 275 GSM underlay. It's very nice, tightly woven fabric. So it's not that loose, soft fabric where roots can just get through. Roots can get through it, but very fine roots, and nothing big is going to get through it. No sharp bits going to go through it and poke your liner. The roots that do get through it make a nice firm like blanket extra layer underneath the pond, obviously sucking up all the moisture underneath the pond. It can work, it's a good thing because obviously it removes moisture out the pond with waterlogging. It's not like a tap where it'll just take it out, but it'll just adds like another layer to the pond. It can be quite good, you just don't want tree roots coming through. The supplier always folds it across the width, so we open it up and we fold it across the length. But how we fold it is so we can just open it up. The less we move the underlay, the more everything holds in position. Now we don't always do it like this, where we put the liner in and then fill up the pond. It's just sometimes we have this technique, other times we don't. Depends on the ground surfaces and how things are around the pond and how structurally sound the pond is. Now I do like to start setting my rockwork while the water's coming up, because then it's not too full. I can pull some tension on the liner, pack it closer to the edge that I can, and then that gives me time to work on it as the water level's coming up. This helps me to achieve startup as soon as I can, instead of waiting the next day to fill it up or whatever the story might be. As I said, some ponds are different to others, most ponds are different to others, so there's different techniques for different ponds and different ways we deal with different scenarios depending on the ground and all the rest of the other components that come together. It also gives us a time to get our folds right, to get our rock on top of our fold, to see how it's going to work out. If we need to move a fold, then at least you've got not too much water in it and you can move the fold over to another position, whatever needs to happen. Everything's different. So yeah, we try not to do the same shapes always. We always try different shapes. The more times we try things, the more different things we get to learn, the more different techniques we learn, and the better we become, obviously. That's one thing with me, and what I've learned is I'm never too scared to try things. I sometimes try the most radical things, and then As long as you try it, you'll make it right. You can always repair it, as long as you don't go too far before when you try to repair the mistake or error or misalign or whatever it might be. Don't leave it too long, because you can always go back and fix it. But yeah, don't be afraid to try things, but make sure you got your understanding of it first, right, before you do it. Just like the thing when it comes to cutting or measuring, always have more. If you're gonna cut, check, double check before you cut, because once it's cut, then it's too late. So never take chances on cutting. Never take chances on ordering too little. Never think it's enough. Always add more before you do it. And check and double check, measure and measure again. It's all you can do, because once you cut this liner like that, that's a whole different ball game, because now you need to go order another liner. You got to strip this all out. You got to wait for the liner to come. That's at least a week lost work. As you can see, I'm currently working on my own here, because other guys are on other jobs preparing those jobs for us to go onto. Yeah, we kind of spread the work around, because we do get a lot of periods where we can't get everywhere at one time. Customers get upset, but it is what it is. I mean, we can only do so much work, and a lot of time we're traveling out far. Can you be anywhere from half an hour to an hour and a half? So if you think about each day, that's 3 hours traveling when it's an hour and a half, like Grantham or somewhere like that, or Briglington. It's far. So we got to strategize, and sometimes stuff like this, there's no point in me having somebody with me, because there's nothing really for them to do besides bring me rock. So there's a lot of strategizing when it comes into this. I do get some customers wondering, well, where am I? Why am I not on site? My guys already know what they're doing. I've already trained them. They're already pretty good at what they do, so I don't really need them. As you can see, all these rocks are placed in a position for me. I'm half the time I'm not there when they're placing the type of stuff for me, because they know what my next steps are. So you'll see later on in the video, I've got the other guy, he's cutting pieces for me, because he knows what I want and what I'm looking for. So I don't always have to be around, but most times when I'm not around, I'm doing something else. Ordering rock, picking the type of rock that I want, because I'm very picky on rock. I can go get a whole lot of stuff that I don't like, and then I'm stuck with rock that I don't like. So I want to use stuff that I can use, stuff that I see viable for the job. And like I said, each job is different, so not everything's the same. I've got different applications for different types of ponds. Maybe the next pond that's similar to this, I won't like to use the same type of style. I want to try to find something else that's different. So there's a lot of it's a lot of imagination that goes into it. And like this place, things like, I can't get my guys to do the rock work for me, because they won't do what I see and what I like it and how I like it. So I got to do the rock work myself. But the prep work and all the rest of the stuff they do for me. Cleaning my rock, all of this rock gets cleaned first. All of my pebbles get washed first. Everything. So like, I try not to, as you can see, the water is murky. You will get that, but I try not to have that. I want to try and have nice, clean water as I can for the startup. So the next day after the startup, that water will be crystal clear. And I see a lot of guys, they don't mind, they use the dirty stone and the dirty rock and all the rest. But how I see it is, if there's dirty rock, the expander foam is not going to stick to that rock. So because obviously it's got a layer between the rock and the expander foam. So you can basically just lift up the rock, and then the expander foam won't be stuck to it. So I try and make everything as clean as possible. I also don't like, this has got a sponge filter, so I don't want that dirty stand clogging up the sponge filter. It's going to clog up with the muck eventually in time, building its natural bacteria. But that's what I wanted to do, it naturally, not forcing dirty stone and sand into it or through it. That's unnecessary, because it's going to make fine clogs. This is my opinion, my thoughts. I'm not bashing anybody's work, never do. But this is how I build my ponds. This is what I do for my ponds. Now to my favorite part, building the water feature. I like this because this is always different. You'll see some of them look pretty similar to this, but they're never actually the same. They all got their own unique little look and feel depending on the rock that I get again. I like to have space to create, but one thing I don't like is the corner water features like this, because it really is a backache trying to be in that position for a while, trying to build the water feature, looking at it, stepping over, balancing between. I mean, many times I've almost fallen into the pond, many times. thank goodness I haven't. But yeah, it is a bit difficult to build it like this, but unfortunately I try to use dead space and try to utilize what's not being used. Or it's also still got to be easy for the customer to get to. That's why I put a big rock on the right hand side so they can lean on it to clean from. And yeah, I enjoy the water features, probably my best part. But yeah, I like it. It's fun, it sounds good, it looks amazing, and yeah, it's very pleasurable. As mentioned before, Rowan knows what I want, so he's cutting the slabs to the thickness that I want, leaving me a nice live edge front face that I can use. I'd like to thank you for getting this far. Please remember to like, follow and share. We really appreciate the support. We enjoy your comments. We like feedback. I don't mind sharing some ideas. If you have any questions of your own, please feel free, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. We are very busy. I do a lot of pond building, quotations, materials delivering, materials ordering, seeing new customers, making content, which is the hardest part. So yeah, we appreciate your help and support, and please like, follow and share, and thank you again.